Huh. All right, next up we have Fucked by a Priest, or at least that's what this should have been called. Okay, fine. About Face. This one has Dolores Umbridge herself in it. Any Harry Potter fans out there? So, as I said, this chick's fucked by a priest. She gives birth to her baby in a whorehouse, and she dies, I guess, during childbirth. And so 16 years later, the twins, that ends up being, supposedly, come to his house to try to get to know him. Of course, we only see them one at a time, so you know something's up with the twist there. Oh, but it really is a twist. And because her head turns around, you see, because anyways, don't need to explain my jokes to you smarties. So yeah, they come there and they're worried they're going to expose him for the fraud that he is. I mean, the fact that he uses religion to get laid. I mean, don't people usually use religion for people not to get laid? I mean, I guess there are people who are using religion to get laid, but it's usually by little boys. So I'm not sure how often this honestly takes place. Probably a lot. People fuck. Like, let's be honest. Like, this is stupid to me. When people try to deny themselves their earthly desires, it is always a recipe for disaster. And shit like this happens. They end up fucking little boys, or they end up, lying and manipulating girls so that they can do things in the eyes of God or behind the curtain or whatever. People have sex. They have sexual fucking desires. And stop trying to turn them off, because this is the kind of shit that happens. So yeah, that scene is really fucked up when he's like banging this girl out and he's like, this is what God wants and all this. It was so messed up. Holy shit. I was like, wow, this guy is fucking evil. I want him dead right now. So yeah, he wants to cover this up somehow. And so Dolores Umbridge is his, I don't know what she's supposed to be, but she's part of this with him, and I guess she used to fuck him back in the day. And she keeps his secret for him so that they can live in this lap of luxury together. And she keeps his secrets for him, and they're going to shut this thing down. And she meets the other twin who's all disfigured and has these, scars all over her face. I don't know what's up with her. And she seems to be overly religious and wants vengeance for what happens because she thinks her dad is a bad man. She's completely right. And the other one is super sweet and just wants to know and love her dad. So she's got like a split personality when she really just has a split head, a split face. And, this is just, yeah, I mean, we get this kind of covered a little bit, except for this is, as I said, this is more of adult stuff. Like the movie Doubt or the movie Spotlight more puts a spotlight on the Catholic Church and the fucking of like choir boys and whatnot. But this is more, yeah, these are consenting adults. So I guess technically it's not rape by any means. It's more just manipulation, which there's tons of dudes out there that do this shit all the time. So I don't know why this guy's any, like, really that much worse, and they're all just lying. I don't think God actually wants him to fuck them. And if he does, wow, Jesus. No, not Jesus. Wait. Anyways, all right, no religious talk. But the one thing that I didn't understand in this episode is that when the big reveal happens and we find out, like, oh my God, she is her sister, and her sister just has a face on the back of her head, like, hey, like Harry Potter, like Lord Voldemort on the back of Quirrell's head. Anyways, he's like devastated by this. And I just don't get that. Like, we see it's the evil one, and then the face twists around, which is actually a pretty cool scene. It looks really cool anyways. But he's like, oh my God, and he's crying. It's like, it's covered up. You got what you wanted. Like, he didn't care for these kids. He didn't give a shit about anybody but himself. So, like, I guess they're trying to get at that he had some kind of bond with this girl, but bullshit. No, I don't buy it at all. He wanted this covered up. He wanted them snuffed out, like, when he's screaming no at the end, he should have been screaming yes, yes, just like the girls he's fucking talking into, whatever. I didn't get that at all. I was completely lost on that, and I didn't really care for the episode anyways, and that just kind of stamped like a nope, don't like it, because yeah, I don't know why he all of a sudden gave a shit. So, stupid episode. All right, moving on. All right, next up we have fucked by a priest.